Welcome to the Deep Dive. We're the show where we unpack your sources, basically to give you that shortcut to being well-informed. Today, we're diving into a really fascinating stack of articles and reports, all coming out of India. We're focusing on one specific week, June 22nd to 29th, 2025. And our mission really is to explore this striking contrast, between India's soaring ambitions on one hand and some very grounded, everyday realities on the other. Okay. Let's get into it.
Yeah, and what's truly fascinating looking at the materials is how that week's sort of national story was shaped by two really distinct things. Big developments that kind of reveal India's complex push for, let's say, advanced development right alongside this urgent need for a sustainable way of life for everyone. It's a real dynamic tug of war, you could say, for resources, for policy focus.
Absolutely. So first, let's talk about that soaring ambition part. We saw Group Captain Shubhanshu Shukla's historic journey into space. He became only the second Indian astronaut ever, and crucially, the first from ISRO, India's space agency, to reach the International Space Station. I mean, that's a monumental achievement. It comes, 41 years after Rakesh Sharma's first flight. And here's a fun detail. Apparently, he even took Indian comfort foods with him, like carrot halwa.
A taste of home in orbit.
Exactly. Who wouldn't want that? But seriously, this is a huge step for ISRO's Gaganyaan program. That's their human spaceflight mission.
Right.
And the projections. They see the space sector hitting maybe $40 billion in just 10 years.
$40 billion. And connecting that to the bigger picture, Shukla's mission.
Right.
It's not just ticking scientific boxes. It's a really potent symbol. National aspiration, tech self-reliance.
Yeah.
It inspires young people, creates high-tech jobs. But as you hinted, this big leap forward is happening, well, on somewhat fragile ground.
Mm-hmm. And that really brings us sharply to the reality check. We've got this State of India's Environment and Figures 2025 report. It's from the Center for Science and Environment, CSE. They're a well-respected environmental group.
Yes, very credible.
And this report, it issues a pretty grave warning about escalating climate and health crises. Get this. Extreme weather events happened on a staggering 88% of days in 2024.
88%.
Almost every day.
Yeah, leading to 5.4 million internal displacements. People forced from their homes. And floods were responsible for 2/3 of those.
Wow.
It really makes you wonder, doesn't it, how you can have this incredible progress, reaching for the stars, literally, alongside such profound environmental challenges back home.
And that raises the crucial question. What does this actually mean for daily life? How does it impact people on the ground? Well, the report highlights that people living in 13 Indian capitals, including Delhi, breathed unsafe air 1 day out of every 3 since 2021.
1 in 3 days.
Yeah. And because of that air quality, life expectancy in Delhi is nearly 8 years shorter. It's 8 years. That's significant.
It is. And we also see the economic side, the daily struggles, declining incomes for many workers, really high out-of-pocket health spending for ordinary citizens. So it's clear, environmental degradation, it translates directly into major public health issues and, frankly, deep financial burdens for people.
And while those two big stories, space and environment, dominated, the week also gave us these glimpses into the daily fabric of life. Things that remind you how national policies, global events, they all have personal impacts.
Like what?
Well, for instance, there was a crackdown on a fake cancer drugs racket. It just highlights this constant battle for public health safety, even while the nation's aiming for these grand technological
A
feats.
basic safety issue.
And then there were protests, I think, in Mumbai against making Hindi compulsory as a third language in state schools.
Right.
A poet even returned a state award over it. It shows these deep cultural complexities.
Identity issues are always bubbling up. National unity, it seems, is just as vital and maybe as challenging as technological progress. And we also saw how something seemingly distant, like that Iran-Israel ceasefire, because it helped calm down regional tensions a bit, it actually helped stabilize global oil prices, and that directly impacts, your fuel costs at the pump in India.
Good point.
So these smaller stories, they really illustrate the layers, the complex reality of a nation that's just constantly in motion.
So bring this all together then. What does this week truly signify for India's journey? It feels like a microcosm, really, celebrating these groundbreaking achievements, but at the same time confronting some really critical domestic challenges on multiple fronts.
Exactly. It just underscores that persistent tension, doesn't it, between ambitious growth on one side and the absolute imperative for inclusive, sustainable development for everybody on the other. It's not just a tension, actually. It's more like a strategic dilemma that India is actively trying to navigate day in, day out.
So for you, our listener, here's maybe a thought to mull over as we wrap up. As India keeps pushing the boundaries, scientifically globally, how will it manage these equally pressing challenges? Environmental sustainability, social equity. How does it ensure that prosperity truly reaches everyone? Something to think about. We invite you to keep exploring.